Yo, what up, bro?
Yep. Yep, man. Yep, man.
And I'm doing the podcast a little different today. The scenery for me. I actually took the equipment outside, so
Uh-huh.
I'm actually. If you guys hear cars passing by or a bear running towards me, it's because I'm outside.
Or
But
Bigfoot. Or Bigfoot.
yeah, I kind of want to believe in Bigfoot, but I don't at the same time.
I'm telling you, you're gonna believe in that nigga when he comes through and asks you to hit. Let me get a toke of that shit you smoking. And he gonna be like, yeah. He gonna smell that butt in the air, and then they gonna come creeping around, bro. Trust that.
That it's funny you say
You
that
be the
because the other day I was out here sitting down, um, late at night. And I thought about what you told me the other day. We were talking that if you hit the damn tree with a what was it with a bat and shit.
yeah.
Nah, but
Yep. They're called knocks. Them motherfuckers knock back. Like if you
nah,
go deep in the woods, bro, do that one day. Matter of fact, yo, the first day I go out there to Georgia to visit your ass nigga, we're gonna do that. We're gonna go to some woods, some national park. We're just gonna go walking in the woods, and we're gonna do the podcast, and it's gonna
in
be
the
called
woods.
Finding Bigfoot. And I'm telling you,
I'm
nigga, we gonna get
gonna,
that shit.
gonna be like the Blair Witch Project for
Oh yeah,
finding Bigfoot version. It's so funny because I'd be
Finding
out here.
Bigfoot.
I'm not telling you the other day. I'd be out here looking for snakes too, man. Before I step out here, make sure the area clear. Cause yo, these snakes be out here, man. Look, I didn't tell you
Huh.
this story, but check this out. Not too long ago, I was working with a buddy of mine. His name is Oscar. Shout out to him. And we was washing out some screens together, getting prepared for an order. And then he goes, "Yo, Los, don't move." I'm like, "Why?" I saw a look on his face. He looked surprised. He's like, "There's a snake over there." I was like, "You lying?" He goes, "No, bro, I'm not." I was like, and
Huh.
we were like in this little shed in his backyard. That's where we used to do screens at. And you know, I, when I saw it was serious, we booked it, bro. We ran out, and I guess the thing got startled, so it changes direction. Instead of going towards the door, it goes towards like the back of the shed, right? And it's like a wooden shed. It's like made, there's wood inside. I kid you not, bro. This thing fucking slides up against the wood, right, going up towards like the top of the where the roof is, right? It's you're able to actually like see it. You know what I'm saying? See the outside from the top. You know what I'm saying? Or it's a little
Huh.
section. This thing was like 3 feet long, bro. I kid you not. It was
Oh.
it was it was those black snakes. That's what I told you the other day. Supposedly, I'm not a snake expert, right? But they say the black ones are like the garden snakes. They're like, you know what I'm saying? They'll bite, but they're not like as venomous as copperheads. I hear there's a lot of copperheads here, and I'm sure other snakes too. But yeah, every time I
Yeah.
go out here, bro, I'll be making sure. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause this is like my little sanction, like my little safe space. I come out here, you know. At night, I
Yeah.
come out here with a flashlight, 'cause like my back patio, in the back where I live, there's woods. So I'll be flashing my lights, you know what I'm saying? In the thing, 'cause when there's an animal looking at you, they got those. Man, I heard the name of it last time in the documentary, but they got those reflecting things in their eyes, where you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like you can see them. It's but I don't know. I don't get scared to hang out here. I like it. Pretty
Mm.
cool, you know.
I would have knocked that
But
nigga out, and I would have been having lunch. Would have been having snake lunch, nigga. Bam.
nah, you wild. You would try that shit?
I, hell yeah, bro. I'll fucking eat almost anything, nigga. I don't give a
Oh,
shit.
well, I
Especially if
guess
I
I would
killed it.
too if I was surviving. I
Yeah,
guess I
fuck
would.
it, nigga. Like, I'll
But a
do it just
snake?
for the fun of it.
Nah, I don't know about a snake, bro. I hate snakes. That shit's getting me fucking. And one time I went to this event where I used to work at, and I was like 7, 8 beers in, and they had like those, when they had those shows and they bring those snake pets and you're able to like they put them on your neck and shit.
Yeah.
That's one of the fears I faced, but I can never conquer that fear because I'm telling you, I don't like snakes, man. Well, my dumb ass was like 7, 8 beers in, and I was like, I want to do it. And my boy Ricardo was
Uh,
there, and I put it on my neck, and I ain't spazzed out or anything, right? Cause I was like,
uh,
yeah, yeah. But the next morning, bro, I woke up, I was like, what the fuck did I do? I would never do that shit again.
uh,
Hell no. You know, when it comes to snakes, I'm good. I got a cousin, he grabs them shits. I'm like, nah, fuck that.
yeah,
I'm good. But other than that, man, I decided to bring this podcast outside because I wanted to sort of everything that I got going on. You know, obviously, you know the
yeah,
details of it. I don't want to get too too specific, but you know, I lost a family member this week, and I've said this before in the podcast. I'm currently like I'm not currently, but I am a late bloomer when it comes to feeling stuff because at first I like to control my emotions, I like to be under control. But
yeah,
you know, it's been like 3 days since that happened, you know, and it's starting to slowly creep up into me, you know, 'cause I woke up this
yeah,
morning bummed out. I woke up feeling like I would have felt better if that feeling I felt in the morning was a hangover, and you know I haven't been drinking that much, but that feeling that I felt this morning, just to think about, you know, what what my sister is going through, it's tough, man. You know, it's really
yeah,
tough. It's really, really, really tough. And for a second, I get that's why I like to be doing something, man, because it'll take my mind off of things, you know. But then there's that dull moment where you just get to thinking, you know, you get to start thinking again, and you know, and I've never been the type to question God, man, but right now, you know, we're getting ready to have a funeral, so I'm currently in the process of writing a eulogy. That's why I named this episode after that, but I've never wrote one, you know, and I don't want to write one right now because I don't know. Like I feel like it'll be a matter of time till it hits me, you know. I mean, it's hit me, you know, because I saw my sisters. I was able to grieve with her, hugged her and kissed her, told her I loved her, you know, told her to forgive me, you know, and to be able to go through that, you know, in that room when I was with her, it's just it felt like the pressure was really strong, man. You know, the grief,
yeah,
you know, and I don't know, man. People think it's not true, man, but I've always felt like God has given me the ability to feel people's energies, man, because I've always felt like I can tell if somebody's mad even though they may seem happy. You know, it's just like their energy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody's, I don't know, but the energy in that room, you know, was everybody was extremely sad. So then last night, I was over here thinking about everybody that I lost. You know, that's why I don't like to like not be doing something because then I get you know, I start thinking and you know, and then a lot of people come to my head, which is, you know, it's a good thing, man, because I try to keep those people that passed away names, you know what I'm saying, live, you know what I'm saying, alive by mentioning them, by keeping them in conversations, you know, stuff like that. And I started thinking, man, and and I was just wondering like what the process is to write a eulogy because I ain't never wrote one, man. I mean, yeah, I know I can Google it and stuff. I just don't want to. You see,
yeah,
I'm a natural creator, so I'm able to create something myself. I just that thought process of writing something, you know. And I spoke to you about it, you know, because I definitely
yeah,
would like for you to give me a hand on that, you know, because I know you had to speak at your brother's funeral, so I don't know how was that
yeah.
for you.
Oh man, now it was. I mean, it was definitely. I wasn't even prepared for it. Like I didn't think about it. Um, and I definitely wasn't prepared for. I don't think anybody was prepared for it. Because it was like like you're saying, so much crap. The days leading up to it. like you can't even think straight.
yeah,
So it's like you didn't like it didn't even cross my mind that hey, oh crap, maybe I have to get up and say something, like so if I would have thought it, if it would have hit my head, or if even if someone would have, I mean, I think I would appreciate it more if somebody would have said to me, hey,
yeah. Can you write
the day
Can you write
of,
something? Hmm.
yeah, can you think that you can say something? Because then I would have been a little more prepared. Like it was only until like we had like the morning service where our pastor from our church came, um, Angel Falcon from Faith Alive Ministries. Shout out to Angel Falcon. He's a great man, bro. Like, he's um so like even like hearing him talk that day, um, it touched me because I saw how much because usually when people come, right, a pastor comes, right, even if they've known you guys for a while, they talk, they mention some things about God and His Word, and and then that's it, they don't really, but like you could clearly see like that he was distraught, like that he and one of the things that stuck out to me, like what he said, it was like, how do you be the one to console people when you need to be consoled yourself, and that was deep to me, like,
Damn.
because yeah, it was
Oh, of
like wow,
course.
like,
Yeah.
so it wasn't just him doing a job, he was there as a friend of the family, as somebody who cared, who knew my brother too, as we were kids growing up in that church, running around that church, getting into little mischief, a little trouble here and there, and because like one thing that he remembered that he said was like that he remembered that we went to a church one time, and he got into something with this kid, but what the pastor didn't know, the kid was messing around with kids from our church, throwing stuff up while we were in church. So my brother was always like the defender of people, so like but he remembers just him, being that defender, like, hey, what are you doing, like, we're in church, bro, like, but so when he was done talking, my brothers actually, they went up. I think Jordan went up first and he spoke, and I know he wasn't prepared because like you could just hear it in his voice, like he had to talk like in a deep voice, like if he was in the army, like because he
Yeah.
is in the army, he's in the army, he's a sergeant in the army, so that was um a way for him to, like you say, try to control his emotions,
Mhm.
because it's just sometimes it's hard, man. So like then when it was my turn to get up, I was like, oh gosh, like, and I couldn't speak for the first like 10 minutes. I was just up there like blank, like I just kept on looking back, like at my brother in the coffin, and looking at everybody, and looking at my brother, looking at everybody, and just shaking my head. And sometimes even through though no words were said in those first 10 minutes, um, everybody knew what I was saying.
Yeah.
Everybody knew what I was saying, and they were just shaking their head too, like they would just look down and shaking their head because you know. So it's like all the advice I can get you is that now is that like that you're more prepared, that you're gonna do it. Is that you sit down by yourself somewhere, go somewhere nice and quiet, and and you just speak from the heart, and remember that. See, now that I think about it, right? I wish I had that warning. I wish, because once it's done, once it's gone, you're gonna have the dang, man. I wish I could have did something a little bit better. I wish I could have, you know,
Yeah.
sat up there and sing, I don't know, a song or something, or do something, funny or whatever. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
bring back, because there was so many things I could have talked about. It's just that I couldn't. Like I wasn't prepared. So it's like if I was prepared now, I would have said something way more deeper. I would have said something about him that people could have laughed about because there was a lot of time, But it's a different scenario with you because it's a life that just didn't didn't get to live yet,
Yeah.
So what I suggest to you, my man, is just speak from your heart to your sister, so that way she could say, wow, thank you, like I appreciate that, and make sure it's from the heart and it's from touching. Don't try to go too crazy. where they, because you know you got the haters in the stands, you know, people are all there for all bad reasons. You're gonna have the Giuseppes and the Giuseppes and the Salapis over there. Ah, hey, that's Mr. Podcast. I never get up there and talk now, huh? Yeah, look at him, you know, all that crap. Because people are just people,
Yeah.
bro. And no
Exactly.
matter what, they got this stinky, stupid crap with them, you know.
Mm.
So just speak from your heart, my man, you know, and try not to be like, I know what you're feeling, you know, because we don't. No one knows what your sister's going through. Nobody, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
sometimes it's better to be real. Sometimes it's better to be real than to be fake. You know, I'm so sorry for what you're going through. I understand. Like, no. And I'm telling you, she's gonna get that so many times, you know, because there's other people there that probably went through the same thing. So they're just like, you know, let's 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 see who's got more hurt. You know, let's have this game. Who hurts the most? You know. Well, yeah, I lost my grandma, my grandpa, my sister, my brother, and my bird in the same day. You know, and all this crap. Yep, that's what happened to me. So I know what you're feeling. Like that's so stupid. You know, like it just sucks, my bro. But just like I said, leave it all out there and don't, because it's just as much for you, because pain affects this type of stuff. It doesn't just affect the people that lost people, you know, like the people. It affects everybody who you know who was there, who the immediate family, you know, anybody who was there, who like you were in the room, you know, you seen, you know, what was the, you know, you seen the outcome, you was right there, so you got to breathe that in, you got to sense it, so it's different. It's, you know, you're gonna have people that weren't there, that they're gonna go, they, you know, they're thinking about, oh, when is this gonna finish, man? I wonder if they're gonna have tacos, you know, back in the house, you know, like I wonder if they're gonna, you know, have some beers, or I wonder if they're gonna, you know, stupid crap, because that's what goes through people's heads, bro. And you're gonna see, like, you know, you're gonna see people just talking all regular. You're gonna look around, just sit back and watch, man. You're gonna see people, you know, some people smiling, some people talking regular, and you're gonna see some people in pain. And those are the
Yeah.
people that you have to focus your focus on, you know? You have that,
Yeah.
those are the people that you have to, but it's hard in a funeral, my man, because like it's that way. Like some people, they can't control it. Like I think about it, like I said, I think I go back and I think of my brother's funeral. My brother's funeral, at the end, the last night, knowing that this is the last night, I wanted to just get all my stuff out, you know? And I couldn't, because it was like I started seeing, like, it was like a competition, like who's screaming the most, you know? And then I, like, so it was like, you know, you see somebody in the corner there screaming, bawling, going crazy, and then you feel kind of bad. It's just not fake, but it's like, then you go over there and you're hugging them, you know, when really you need to be hugged, you know what I mean? Like, and and then, you know, so much craziness, and you seeing people just talking and regular, and you're like, yo, man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, it's time for y'all motherfuckers to leave, you know,
Yeah.
like that type of shit. So, um, your goodbyes, man, when it's time to say it, you have to make sure you get to let go of whatever you have, whatever anguish you have, and then you're able to go, you know, and deal with your sister, because that's who's gonna need it the most. You know what I mean? Like, you know, no one else really, man, but your sister definitely is gonna need it the most. So,
Yeah, man.
yep.
You know, to think about family funerals, we've only had um one, which was my grandfather that passed away when I was like 17. And the crazy thing about that story, um, my grandfather passed away from tuberculosis, so
Yeah.
he had it real bad. He had to walking around with the tank and everything, you know. And this guy's never been a smoker, none of that, man. Um, but he was in the hospital. He's doing pretty bad, man. And I remember it was me, my cousin Anilver, my aunt, my two aunts, and I remember being in the hospital room with him when the nurse came in, and they called both my aunts out. And to this day, I never knew why they called them out, but My grandfather had a feeling because he called over my cousin and he told him, "Hey, write down the phone number of your aunt, 'cause tonight I'm gonna die," you know. And I heard him when he said that, and my cousin, my cousin Nova was trying to be optimistic and all. So so what he did was, no, nothing's gonna happen, be positive. And I remember leaving that night. My aunts were supposedly just gonna go home, and then they were gonna go ahead and head back to the hospital. So when we said bye, my aunt said, "I'll be back in a little while, right?" I remember us walking out, and me and my cousin was the last ones to see my grandfather, alive, because we were the last ones to walk out of that room. And he had this look in his eye, man, like he knew. He gave his life to Jesus Christ, way before passing away, so he was able to, in my opinion, leave in peace. But when we got in the car and we're driving to my aunt's house, she gets the phone call, and then she just this big yell, and obviously, um, you know, we had to do funeral arrangements and all of that. So the first time we actually ever had like the whole family together, and I just feel like I'm going through that situation right now. I just try to reflect and think about, my grandfather's um funeral and how tough that was. And you know
Mm.
what? Somebody there who went up there and did speak was my mom. Um, she said a beautiful message of encouragement. She gave us a beautiful message. And the thing is, with me writing this eulogy, bro, I have to do it in Spanish, because I can't translate. Well, I'm good at Spanish. I could read, write, speak Spanish perfectly. I could even write Spanish songs. I just can't. I just rather not spit them, you know. But so this eulogy, I have to write it in Spanish, you know. So I'm, you know, looking towards that. We don't know. We think the funeral is going to be next, not this week, but the following week. From what I have understood, we still haven't been given a date, but as it approaches, when you know it's coming, I'm just go ahead and get prepared because I feel like what you said earlier, about you know you look back at it and say, damn, I should have said this, I should have said that, but then
Yeah,
again, just the fact that people take that step to go up there and speak, it's a big step itself, you know.
yeah, yeah,
Because it's all eyes on you, and
yeah,
and I mean I preparing for it, man. You know?
yeah. You'll be fine, man. Like I said, just
Yeah,
speak from the heart, man. Don't hold nothing back, and understand what you're there for, you know, and and just do it, man. And, at least, like I said, you have the advantage right now. You know that you've been asked to do it, so that's a great thing,
yeah,
and you should be good, bro. You should be all right, man. I don't think you would have too many issues, bro. I think you'll be fine, you
oh
know.
yeah, appreciate you.
And for someone who has not, you know, been known to be a speaker, God has been putting you in situations, you know, that you are now becoming someone who is a speaker,
Yeah,
and that is awesome, bro. That is awesome, and you're turning into quite the speaker, my man, and you're getting
appreciate you,
better
man.
and better. And
I'm
so
trying.
I know I'm proud of you, man. So
Thanks.
that's all, bro. Man,
Thanks.
no matter what, as long as you put your whole out there and you do it the right way, there's nothing there that can, there's nothing that could really take that away from you, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. You
So
say
you
you
should be
have
good, my
written
man.
a poem?
Oh yeah, I have something here, Rand, man. Just a little something, man. Um, yeah, give me a second there, buddy.
No, man. I know the
Uh,
the audience is usually you know, used to an hour or something.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I know. Yep. For
but this
today,
one
we're gonna
we're
keep it
gonna make it
short.
kind of short.
Yeah, it's a, you know, there's a lot of things going on, man. So they're gonna have to understand. Hey, yeah. Next one, we'll come back with vengeance. We'll make sure we drop a cooler one next on the next one. You know what I mean? Whatever. But um, yeah. So here we go. We wipe away the snow and lay a single rose in life's garden, which can be as hard as stone. All that's left is to ponder all that she could have been, the first female president, or decathlon athlete crossing the Olympic finish line for a gold win. Through life's garden can sometimes often be as hard as stone. There's still one thing that will forever remain your own. Through all eternity shared between two souls, through your despair, which was sacrificed, through your responsibility, you will always be connected by an invisible cord tethered together. From here, throughout the cosmos, a mother's love for her child is felt and is always known. So believe and believe that on your last breath, there she will be. The end. That's it, my man.
And there you go. Well, you guys heard it, man. Thank you for tuning in,
Yeah.
man. This is episode number 7, Eulogy, and I'll I'll see y'all next week.